On the road, yep. Back again. Another week, another game, another opportunity to soak atmosphere up, a place I've never been to, and more importantly, stuff my face with food that's not necessarily good for me. We are currently leaving the town of Harrogate and driving past Harrogate town en route out of here. It's a place we visited a few weeks ago, so check it out on the channel if you haven't done so already. Actually, the last episode was an unexpected one, and we ended up at the depths of non-league at Goldcar United, who have actually just reached a cup final. So congratulations to them, and once again, go and check that one out on the channel. It's there for you to see. And so this journey takes us onto the A1M South, but we ain't going south today. No, we're going a little bit south, a tiny bit south, the most minimal amount of south, and then it's out east. We're heading to, and we already know because you've seen the name in the thumbnail, but its name, Hull City FC. They were founded in 1904. At the time of recording, they find themselves just 2 points above the relegation zone in the Championship in 19th as they take on Oxford United, 1 place above them in 18th. This is a 6-pointer, no doubt about it. They play their football out at the MKM Stadium, which has a total capacity of 25,586. As the sun sets on our journey, there are signs for Hull, which is obviously a good sign because we're going the right way. And plenty of you have been asking me to go to Hull for quite some time, purely because of the food. It's been dubbed as the best in the 92, so yeah, we'll put that to the test. Tonight we're travelling in a slightly different set of wheels. We're rocking the Mini Countryman, which my wife says is hers, but we both pay for it, so what do you think? Meanwhile, I'm currently on the phone to my good friend JQ. We're talking about retirement.
Yeah, I planned on being retired by 50. It's not really going well at the moment.
No, not going to plan.
Well, I've got nothing.
Suddenly, everything plunged into darkness as I see a brown sign that's pointing towards the MKM Stadium. We are close. So close that if I speed this up, we'll end up in stadium traffic. There you go, bang. Parking for tonight is sorted. But who am I to think this is just stadium traffic? This could be city traffic because Hull is one of 76 cities in the UK. And if we're being really picky, it's Kingston upon Hull. When I booked the parking, it said it was going to be a 15-minute walk from the ground. I'm not seeing any floodlights. I'm not seeing any glow at the moment. So, well, we'll see where this walk takes us. But for now, we need to park up. The very nice man opened the double gates and we're out the back here. This one set me back £3.50. As we got on the foot, the maps tell me it's a 20-minute walk. I've been robbed of time here. But we're definitely going the right way. Men in jeans. If maps fail, they'll lead the way. They've just come out of the Botanic, which has got Hull City written all over it. No, really. I do love a good walk to a football stadium. And a pub with club colours is definitely one to tick off on the bingo card. A narrow walkway, whether this is permanent or not, is certainly another. And being joined from all angles as we go over a footbridge makes me feel like I'm in a scene out of Football Factory. Let's remember, though, this is Hull versus Oxford. The average age is 50 plus. As the glow of the stadium, which of course I was looking for in the car, is now very close by. Right, ticket on my phone says entrance 18 to 21. And here we are, where this championship game sent me back 23 quid. Nice little bit of clickage there. It's football. And so, heading up these steps, onto the concourse, and you know what we're looking for first. It's food, and I'll absolutely get a chocolate Biscoff brownie at half-time. Do I want a Marm's Fabulous Frankfurter? Probably not. We've had plenty of them in our time. Also available is quite simply a pie. They've got chicken balti, there's steak and out, and a vegan option of sweet potato and coconut. New on the menu, you've got a Hunter's Chicken for $8.95, which also comes with chips, of course. Honestly, I'm yet to be wild, but my head has now been turned with a hog roast box. This seems decent. As for the drinks, I don't bloody believe it. A hog roast box and a Dr. Pepper has set me back £11.90. As I find a place to stand and eat, I'm genuinely excited to get this down me. This hog roast box contains obviously the roast pork, homemade stuffing, there's crackling in there too. Don't forget the chips, all soaked in onion gravy. The light show behind me is a visual for what my taste buds are thinking right now, and I'll let you know how this went down at the end of the video. Now hear me out, guys, I actually think light shows are pretty cool. Whether they belong at the football or not is another matter. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I've still got plenty of this hog roast to go, but if I carry on eating it, I'm going to miss some of the game. So let's get out there to watch Hull City versus Oxford United in the Championship, and it's live. But of course, absolutely not. It's like uploaded 2 weeks later. So enjoy. Okay, so let's grab some steps to the back of the back of the back. My seat is here and this is my view. And I have to say, it's quite a nice little gaff. There's so many flags about that I don't even need to say, wave your flags, because they've already got it sorted. We've also got male and female tigers as mascots, and I think there's blokes in both of them. Not that there's an issue in that, I just reckon they do rock, paper, scissors at the start of the night. As always, Lino's checking if there's any holes in the net before the game. Of course, mate, there's plenty. Talking of which, there's plenty of this and all. I'm actually starting to get a bit full, and nothing ever defeats me in the food department.
City, and we need you to get on the Tigers!
In case you missed it, you need to get behind the Tigers because it's a bit of a six-pointer. If they don't win this, then, you know, they're in trouble. Anyway, let's bring you a kick-off. Well, any second now we'll get a kick-off. We're a minute late, so apparently a couple of the lights aren't on in the stand, which is why it's so dim out there. I mean, I'd never have guessed. And so a few minutes later, they're on and we're good to go, I guess. Now, it turns out my seat wasn't actually back of the back of the back, it's back of the back. There's one row behind me, but I'll be fine. I've almost got through this, don't worry, I will get it done. It's not been a chore, I've loved every bite, but we have a problem, a restrictive view has formed. Linda and Roger have sat down in front of us. I fear we ain't going to see much of this game. We've done it before though, we've got around these things, starting with... I'm actually so impressed they've got this. Like, fair play. Next video, Bovril. Leave your comments below about Bovril. Have you ever had it? If so, what's your thoughts? If not, why haven't you had it? Right, anyone that likes to wear their other half's underwear, stick their hand up. Really? You? I didn't have you down for that, mate. I reckon Roger tried out Linda's underwear a couple of times. It's all for a good crack. That's what Linda said anyway. On the pitch, though, the ref seems to favour Oxford in this first half. Not that we see much at all. Hey, Linda. It then went really, really quiet in the stadium. Like, really, really, really quiet. Hello? Anyway, nothing came from that free kick. Not that we saw it anyway. Lynn and Roger have developed some sort of American football shoulder pads in the last 5 minutes. Fair play to Oxford fans, though, bringing a fair share up midweek. For those that don't know, the screen is telling us exactly what's going on. It's a corner. I hope something comes of it, because it's been a pretty dire 28 minutes so far.
He's literally got his hands up, see? It's a goal, man.
In case you missed it, it is another corner. Great comms there. And what do we get from that? A chance. Just a chance. If you've been watching the last few videos, you would know that I've been doing slow-mo shots every so often, some by mistake, some on purpose. This one very much on purpose, as I capture championship football between Hull City and Oxford United 8 times slower than it needs to be. And the guy doing the screens tonight is going to be busy, because this one is a corner. Okay, stick your hand up if you've bet over 10.5 corners in this game. Oh, mate, don't admit to that one. The FA are going to be on you. Just telling me you're confused, you didn't know what you're doing. You was even wearing your wife's underwear. In case you were interested in keeping warm in the evening at Hull, the bobble and beanie hats are all sold out of the store, so you're going to have to make other arrangements. And that right there is confirmation that the other people here are alive, although some are already ducking out to get to the front of the queue. There's another, but the man to my left will not be going anywhere. He's got a decent supply of chocolate hobnobs. Don't dip them in Bovril though, mate. The floodlights are the only shining light from this first half. If we are talking floodlights, Norwich Cities are the brightest out there. Can someone just blow the half-time whistle, please? Oh, mate, you're right, Roger. Let's go down and get a Biscoff brownie. And down there, they had things I didn't see before, like a chicken gyros box. And not just cheesy fries this time, it's loaded cheesy fries. But this is what we're here for, the chocolate Biscoff brownie. Now, after waiting in the queue for 10 minutes, we get chicken and chips. Shit. They'd sold out. And I panicked and felt like I needed to order something, so I don't know what's happening. That's $8.95 spent. So coming down, let's find a spot and try and eat this. So here we go, southern fried chicken and chips. There's a fine line between chicken being decent and just dry, especially with breadcrumbs, but this is absolutely perfect. I noticed the concourse areas are decent here and all. Bit of gaming for the gamers, free water for the people that run out of water, plaques on the wall to remember lost loved ones, and plenty of info about the club's history dotted around and all. Fancy beer on tap, they've got that and all. And if your Guinness is taking too long to settle, there's a screen on the wall so you don't miss anything. Shall we? Second half? Let's do it. Somehow Linda seems to have grown even bigger since the first half, and I get the feeling she's doing her best to make sure we don't see anything in this game where nothing's happened. I posted a slightly different photo of football to football today, and as per usual, it's over on my Instagram, which you can follow if you want. Hold up, chance.
Oh my word! Come on!
Another chance.
Yes!
Hull grown into this one, but then. I mean, they've obviously come more than me, same old story. But Linda and Roger have written off their team after 60 odd minutes. We just can't be having that as I wipe my phone out to check the comments on the photo of football to football. You've got to have a little bit of faith. Yeah! Same old story. Game over. Who scored that, by the way? Nice one, cheers. As I say, when it comes to football, you just got to be a bit more, I don't know, George Michael. You've got to have that faith. And sometimes when you least expect it, it'll repay you. Even if Roger's collar's in the way. That ain't stopping anything. There you have it. It's not the same old story. It was never game over. As I checked the comments, Linda and Roger could have easily been someone else. They could have been Bertha and Andrew. Pat and Roger was a strong contender. Bill and Brenda. Jeff and Sheila also strong. We had a couple of Daves come in with Dave and Claude. Susan and Dave. But ultimately, I did pick Linda and Roger in the end, and I do wonder if any of them were right. And so what they do is throw the attendance on the screen. But I actually think they should have sensors in the seats and count how many of those are still around on 90 minutes. Because you know you've got to beat the rush. No, don't do it. Don't leave us. Lynn. Rog. Don't leave us. Well, that's interesting. I didn't have you down as wearing jeans. As the attendance drops, Hull are actually doing a really good job of hanging on to things. I mean, we all thought it was a penalty, but then if it's not a penalty, it's a dive. And if it's a dive, it's a yellow card. And if you've already had a yellow card, you're off.
See you soon, yeah?
The faithful were not happy. If they can just hang on, they'll have something to celebrate. Everyone wants to check the screen to see if that was a dive or not, but instead it's just constant replays of the winner, and I'll be checking it out too, seeing as Roger's collar got in the way so much. Anyway, should we do what we do? Rate this experience? I think we should. Let's. And as per usual, we're going to start things off with atmosphere. I'd say 3/4 of the game were pretty dire, if I'm being honest. It wasn't an exciting match, obviously perked up at the end, but overall I'm going to have to give 2 stars. Next up, we're talking facilities. Something I didn't mention up until now, of course, is this is a shared ground. It's actually used for rugby as well. But from what I could see, the football side of things was the identity throughout, which is great to see. There's actually not really anything wrong with it. It felt modern, but there was a nod to the past, which is why this one's going to get 4 stars. Next up, we're talking food and drink. Now, I can't actually say that this is the best in the 92, purely because I haven't been to every single club in the 92. But if I did do that, I could categorically say, yes, it's going to be up there. The choice alone was something to be excited about. We went for the hog roast box, and it was damn good. Absolutely spot on. Filling too. Gutted we didn't get to try the chocolate brownie, but somehow as my brain melted, we ended up with chicken too, and that was spot on and all. It would have been 5 stars, even if they didn't have Dr. Pepper, but they've gone and delivered on that and all. It has to be 5 stars. Finally, we're talking cost. When I booked this, I thought that's pretty cheap. 23 quid for a championship game. I've been paying these prices in the National League. I've been paying more in League 2, so I have no other choice but to say it's got to be 5 stars. As we check out the top 10 for this season, Hull sit in 6th, cemented between 2 non-league outfits in Carl Shelton Athletic and SC Dons. As per usual, if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button. We're looking for 5,000 likes, and of course, don't forget to leave me a comment on where I should be heading to next. I'll see you in the next one.